This new Range Rover is heavier than the Audi and the BMW, and slower, and thirstier. And at £80,000, it's not exactly cheap either. But unlike its German rivals, it does still work when it's off-road. All this computer gubbins down here means that you can keep going when nature would rather you turned round and went home. They're like now, really. And there's another thing. The buttons and switches in the BMW and the Audi are just taken out of normal saloon cars. In the Range Rover, they're big and chunky so that you can use them while wearing gloves. Little things. What's more, the Range Rover is more majestic than the Germans, more dignified. It's way more comfortable too, and some of the toys that can be specified these days are just unbelievable. There are 5 cameras all around the car, and you can call up the images they're taking on the screen here. So there they are. Then you choose which ones you want to enlarge. So I'll take that one looking front left, that one looking backwards. Enlarge. There we are. So here we go now. We're coming up to the hammerhead, going the wrong way. Let's have the forward view there. Now let's see how well I clip the apex on that. Oh yes, looking good. There it is. There are the red and white lines. Now, here we go. Let's switch to the rear camera as we power down the main straight. You know what? We don't really need a film crew or a director to make Top Gear anymore. In fact, I think I'm going to run them down. Yes, I am. Run! This has become a snuff movie. Before you write in to complain, I should explain that what I'm doing now is saving your license fee on expensive crews. We don't need them. I can do it all here myself. Come here! You're just an expensive waste of time now. We don't need you anymore! Mind you, some of the features on this new model are not so good. These days, the grille is way too Cheshire, and even the gills now have their own annoying styling details. But the biggest problem, in this version at least, is the engine. In essence, it's the same 5-litre supercharged V8 that you get in a Jag these days, and that's jolly nice if you live in Houston or Abu Dhabi or somewhere else where petrol is cheap. But here, I'm the world's biggest Range Rover fan, but I have to admit that this engine in Britain makes no sense at all. I'd buy the diesel-engined Range Rover in a heartbeat, but with a massive petrol engine, this is like the other cars here. Really rather ridiculous.
I hate to say it, but I agree with you. I do. No, you're not. What? Because the diesel Range Rover is just fabulous. Because, well, it's just like the petrol Range Rover, but actually the diesel makes a better noise.
It does.
Incredibly. And you only have to stop and fill it up every 500 miles rather than every 500 yards.
No question. You see, the thing is, if you get the diesel, you still get that amazing screen that allows you to make movies. But there's so much more to it than that. For obvious reasons, you can't watch a DVD while you're driving along, for example, okay? But if we look at this, okay, the passenger here is looking at a DVD, yes? You can see that. But if we look at the screen from where I'm sitting, it's satellite navigation. Same screen, look at this. I see sat-nav. Where the passenger is sitting, they can see a DVD. On the same screen. Now, I'm sorry, come back again. Look, sat-nav. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life.
And it doesn't end there either, does it? Because those cameras you were talking
about. Oh, no, you well remembered, I'd forgotten. Look at this. Yeah, so you can see, okay. We zoom in, okay, zoom in like this. So we zoom in, and then you can move it up.
Oh, you can actually move the... That is...
Look at that!
That's getting better by the second. It's Ledge Cam! That's brilliant!
It's Curve Vision!
Who invented that?
That is Curve Vision!
Oh,
Yes!
that is just genius!
Would you like to go round the back?
Sorry, mate? Oh, yes, the camera's at the back.
Look at the back. Look at the back. Zoom in.
And if I...
In. No! No, look what you've done!
I'm sorry.
That's disgusting!
Sorry.
Now look,
He looks like the Mekong!
That's a disappointment.
if you two could just stop mucking around for a minute, I've got quite a serious point to make over here. If you want to spend more money on your Range Rover, for Pete's sake, don't spend it trying to make it go faster, because you'll ruin it. Instead, why not spend it on making it a bit more luxurious? Now, a company called Overfinch has collaborated with Holland & Holland, the gun makers, to produce this.
Yeah, now, it's still a Range Rover, so inside you've got the clever, amazing witchcraft screen and everything, but a bit more. So, for instance, this wood, here, you've got this marquetry work in it. Lovely. And then these panels on the steering wheel, you can have these custom engraved to match your own shotguns, obviously.
Now, the leather is the stuff they use on the very finest business jets. And in the back, you do lose a seat, but instead, you get this piece of furniture from the bedroom of Louis XIV. More exquisite marquetry. In here, there is some nice cut glass. And down here, there is a refrigerator, and it is a refrigerator, not merely a slightly chilly cubbyhole. The cost of all this is £139,000.
Now that is a lot of money, but then this car does come with the best optional extra ever fitted to any car in the whole of human history, I think I'm right in saying?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yes.
It is.
Okay,
It is right.
it's this chest here in the back. In this drawer here, we find, okay, there is space for your gun. This particular gun in this one, get a brace of these, they actually cost more than the car does. No, seriously.